Another true story, y'all. I had my first child when I was 17 years old. I was pregnant at 16. But let me tell you something. My child was about 2 years old. I was 19. I was ripping and running the streets, and my mom and my great-grandmother was mostly seen to my child, right? I was doing the most. But one day, my grandmother told me, she said, sit down. I got something to tell you. I said, what is it, Grandma? She said, it's time for every tub to stand on its own bottom. I say, what that mean? She said, it's time for you to go. I said, where I'm going? She said, I don't know, but you leaving here? She said, girl, it's time for you to go. So I went outside and I cried. Grandma said I had to go. But anyway, my mom used to get the newspaper in the mail. And because we lived in the country, I got the newspaper that day and I looked in there. The only thing I knew how to do was wash dishes. I went to Willie's Steakhouse and I got that dishwashing job. I thought you had to wash dishes by hand, but they had them racks that you stack those dishes in and you push it in their machine. I worked on that job for about 2 months and I got my first apartment. When I got my first apartment, I told my brother, I said, go get Grandma and Mama and my sister and let them come down here and spend the night with me. All I had was a mattress and a couch. I slept on the floor. I gave Grandma the couch and I gave my mama the mattress. So the next day, I said, Mom, go put your application in for an apartment. I brought everybody to town through my grandma. My mama got an apartment and so did my brother Larry. We all lived in the same complex. The moral of the story, you gotta know when it's time to go. I didn't know, but Grandma told me you ain't trying to make nothing out yourself. It's time for you to go. And that learned me a lesson, and I ain't never looked back. I've been had a place to stay and a job ever since. And I looks up today, my great grandma is gone. And I said, thank you, Grandma, for making a woman out of me. Thank you, because having a baby just don't make you a woman. But great grandma made me a woman, y'all. That's the moral of the story.